Okay.
Okay,
Good
so
evening.
yeah, Justin.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the clap session. Kiran, our Rotarian, works for TCS and has been in that company for over a decade. His passion is traveling, photography, and enjoying life as it comes. He's going to talk to us today about interview skills. Since the number is less, he will give the roadmap and expand on it the next time.
Yep.
Thank you, Kiran, for hosting the session. Over to you.
Thank you, Justin. And before I start, I would like to have a personal introduction of the students, though I think we have a few of them. And just 2 minutes. The reason that I'm asking for an introduction is basically to understand where what are the things that we can bring in from my experience perspective, and then ask understand what can be done or where can we intervene in terms of making them better. So I will ask the students one by one. Just give me 15 seconds introduction about yourself, talking about your name, your what are you currently doing, whether you're a professional or a student, and what is your if you are what is your qualification, educational qualification, and what are your hobbies. So these four things, if I get, that will be really helpful. Justin, if you can go on
Justin, can
mute.
you mute yourself, Justin?
Okay, so let's start with alphabetical order. Anjaneyulu, did you get what I asked for? And if you can just give a brief introduction about yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. My
Yes.
name is Anjaneyulu. Currently, I'm doing bachelor's in commerce.
Okay.
So I'm from Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And
like
what are
my
your
hobbies
hobbies?
are,
Yeah.
my hobbies are. I love to listen to music,
Mm-hmm.
love to play cricket,
Okay.
and I like to read articles.
Okay. And what topics interest you, Anjaneyulu?
Like I want to be a good leader, and I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of stage fear, so I want to come out of it.
Yep. So yeah, we can also help you out with that in our
Yeah.
future sessions as well. And thank you so much for your introduction. It was this is the first thing that the interviewer will ask you, or the company will ask you when you go for an interview. So thanks for that. And you have done a very good job so far about of your introduction. Keep it up, Anjaneyulu. Thank you.
Thank you,
Now,
sir.
yeah. Now I'll ask Yamuna Reddy to provide his or do his introduction, please. Thank you. Yamuna Reddy, if you're speaking, we are not able to hear you. I see he's unmuted, but unfortunately, we are not able to hear you. I think he might have some technical glitches. So while he gets that sorted, let's go with Pooja.
Um, very good evening, sir. My name is Pooja. I am
Okay.
from Madhya Pradesh, Indore, MP,
Mm,
and currently I am pursuing Bachelor's of Social Work from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, School of Social
mm,
Sciences. And
mhm.
my hobby is listening and reading, especially the stories of Nilesh Misra and the
Mhm.
podcasts.
Okay. And what are your aspirations in terms of your professional goals, Pooja?
Sir, I want to be a social worker.
Social worker.
Yes,
So,
sir.
and just asking, who do you idolize in terms of your social work experience, or who do you want to be your idol when you have chosen this field as a career?
Uh, Sir, actually, in 1975, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
from my school, we had the first women who had pursued Masters of Social Work. Uh, and she was the first woman being visually impaired who did it. So she
Mm-hmm.
is the inspiration for this.
And what's the name?
Sir, I'm forgetting, forgetting her name. Sorry.
Yes, Pooja. See, this is also one of the things that we need to remember. Uh,
Okay.
your I don't want to rate your the introduction, but till the last one, when you said that I have an idol, but I don't remember the name, that means you're not prepared. So you have to
Okay.
make sure that you practice that when you are pitching. See, when you're going to an interview, just taking your example, you are selling your skills. Don't think that you are anything lesser. जो जब आप इंटरव्यू जाते हो,
Hmm.
आपसे यही उम्मीद होती है कि आपके पास जो स्किल्स है उसको बेच रहे हो आप. सो खरीदार जो भी है, उनको आपकी आपकी जो स्किल्स है ना, वो चीजें हैं, उनको खरीदना है. सो फ्रॉम दैट पर्सपेक्टिव, जो चीजें आप उनको खरीदना है, उनको हम हमको मार्केटिंग करना है, बोलना है कि दिस इज हाउ, दिस आर द स्किल्स दैट आई हैव विथ मी एंड विच विल हेल्प योर कंपनी. सो रिमेंबर टू प्रैक्टिस योर इंट्रोडक्शन every day, not once in a week or once in a month, or just before you go for an interview. Right now, you are studying, but then abhi se shuru kar doge, not only for your interviews, job interviews, in terms of if you are taking part in any of the debates or in terms of competitions within the college, उनके लिए भी ये बहुत सहकारी होगा. So make sure that you are practicing it.
सर
Very
एक
good job.
क्वेश्चन कर सकती हूँ?
Sure, पूजा जी,
सर
बोलिए.
हम प्रेपरेशन करेंगे तो बट हमें कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा ना कि क्या क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं उधर से? जैसे मैं अभी इस क्वेश्चन के लिए बिल्कुल प्रिपेयर नहीं थी.
हाँ हाँ. तो आपको, so you have to set your in your mind, अगर you don't have to speak in terms in front of people. अगर आपको टाइम मिलता है, आपके पास अपने मन में ही सोच लो, दिस इज द वन दैट आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट. आप आर्टिकल्स पढ़ते हो ना?
यस सर.
जब आर्टिकल्स पढ़ते हो तो पहला पैराग्राफ जो होता है वो क्या होता है, आपको पता है ना?
तो इंट्रोडक्शन होता है नॉर्मली.
यस. जब इंट्रोडक्शन होता है, आपको पता चल जाना चाहिए कि उसके नीचे वाले पैराग्राफ में किसके बारे में डिटेल्स जाने वाले हैं. राइट.
ओके. यस सर.
करेक्ट. जब ऐसे डिटेल्स जाने, यही एग्जांपल लेते हैं, सोशल वर्कर जो आपको बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, या और जो आपके आइडल है, उनका
हम्म.
नाम लक्ष्मी बाई है. जस्ट जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ओके.
यस सर.
उनका नाम लक्ष्मी बाई है. तो लक्ष्मी बाई के बारे में आपको जानना है. यू हैव टू लर्न व्हाट इज हर लाइफ स्टोरी. बिकॉज
ओके.
कोई भी पूछ सकता है कि आपने ये आर्टिकल पढ़ा है, आर्टिकल को 2-5 सेंटेंस में बोल दीजिएगा, देन यू शुड बी एबल टू टेल व्हाट इज इट इन दैट. एंड इंटरव्यू का सबसे पहला पार्ट होता है द प्रिपरेशन. The first is your preparation. कंपनी के बारे में पता करो, आपके जॉब रोल के बारे में पता करो, एंड ऑल दिस एस्पेक्ट्स. तो उसके बारे में अबाउट दिस सब्जेक्ट्स और अबाउट दिस एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द प्रिपरेशन वी विल स्पीक इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन. But it was a very good job, Pooja. Keep it up. But
Thank you
practice
so much.
in your mind always when
Mhm.
you're alone. जब आपको काम से फुर्सत मिल जाती है या स्टडी से फुर्सत मिल जाती है या आपके दोस्त हैं उनके साथ भी आप बैठ के ये करो, उनके साथ प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दो. कोई उसमें तो कोई नुकसान नहीं है ना आपको.
Thanks,
वो करेक्ट, राइट? तो करते रहो. ये गुड जॉब पूजा. सो and let's go to the next one, Rupesh.
Yes, sir. Good evening, and myself is Rupesh. So I
Mm-hmm.
completed MBA marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and my hobbies is watching TV and learning new technology
Mm-hmm.
by watching in YouTube.
Okay. And
And
are you currently employed, Rupesh?
yes. I am employed in postal department.
Okay. Yeah, I think we did hear you last in the last session as well for
Yes,
leadership,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Even I tried to connect you over
yep.
phone. I didn't they get your contact.
Yeah, no problem. See, I will share my contact or email address in the chat with Justin, who will share it with you. But anyhow, we will
Okay,
be talking to you for the next two sessions as well. And
okay,
from your perspective, also, you also will play a part because
okay,
I already identified you as one of the interviewer, or you are from a company who will be asking the interview questions for some
yeah,
of the students in our
right,
lab session.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Rupesh, for your introduction. And
Thank you,
I will next move to Sridharani Srinivasan. Thank you so much.
Hi, sir.
thank
I'm
you.
Darni. So, uh, I have a twin sister. She's Hemashri, so that's Sri Darni. So, I'm
I'm so
making it.
sorry for pronouncing your name wrong.
No, sir. I'm just making it clear here so that
Yeah,
you can also
yeah.
interact with Hemashri.
Sure.
So, my name is Hema Darni. I'm now doing BA English Literature first year in Stella Maris College,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm from Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Uh, so my hobbies are reading books,
Mm-hmm.
uh, listening to some videos in YouTube, and also some audiobooks.
Okay. And who is your favorite author, Sridharani?
My favorite author for now, I can say R.K. Narayan.
Sorry?
Then I can say like R.K. Narayan. Then
R.K. Narayan. Okay.
also Charles Dickens.
Okay. And what sort of audiobooks do you actually read or listen to, Sridharani?
So first, I started reading Indian R.K. Narayan books, like
Yeah.
some simple Indian writings.
Mm-hmm.
I started to read the abridged versions of some classics,
Okay.
but I read only Oliver Twist. It's a classic. So then
Mm-hmm.
I started to do read audiobooks on YouTube. Like there are some classic crime stories.
Okay. So the crime stories are basically your distractions. And you did also mention about about R.K. Narayan. Have, which is your favorite novel or a story that he has written?
Uh, Man Eater of Malgudi is my favorite novel. Actually, I read uh, Swami and Friends and this novel, and then I'm currently reading English Teacher, but I've not finished it yet. So
Okay, so I think Swami and his friends was televised as Malgudi Days and Doordarshan. I think if you get a chance to search for this some series in YouTube. I think it will be really good. It's a wonderful series. So thank you, Sridharani, for your introduction. And I will move on to the next one. Suman?
Yes, hello, am I audible?
Yes, Suman, you are.
Perfect. Yeah, my name is Suman Gayan. I am currently working with Vidyasagar, Chennai, as a donor management and fundraiser. So this is an NGO. We are working for people with multiple disabilities. Apart from that, prior to my job, I was in Bangalore to pursue MA in development from Azim Premji University. And I have been working for last 7 months. And I like reading a lot, especially literature, and as well as exploring technologies. For example, nowadays, Smart On is a device that uses a camera and sorry makes visible items verbally describable for us. So I was exploring this device recently. Yeah,
Okay.
that can be my introduction.
Thank you, Suman. And I just want to know, again, I asked the same question for Sridharani. I mean, who is your favorite author?
Yeah, so mostly, I mean, my favorite author is Sudha Murthy, and I have read a couple of books written by her.
Yes, she is quite a dynamic
Yeah,
personality. And
true.
some of her, I mean, she's very down to earth. Her words are understandable by a lot of people. It's not without any frills, as they say. It is
Right.
straight out of the homes or our own kitchen that comes out, and you would rather enjoy her talk as well. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for your introduction, Suman. And
thank
is it
you.
okay if I identify you as one of the interviewer for the next session where we
Sure,
are going?
I can do that with your guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suman.
thank you. Thanks a lot.
And now I request Suri to provide his introduction. Suri Babu.
Sorry to interrupt, Kiran.
Yeah, Arun.
Suman, I just wanted to ask you something. Because you're working for Vidyasagar, you should be knowing Smita, no? Hello? Not there.
He's there, I think. So. Smita from APD, Arun?
No.
Okay.
She's a MS patient in Chennai.
Okay.
And she's a big time person in the disability sector.
Okay. Because we did meet one Smita yesterday as well. So I was getting confused between those two. Apologies for that.
No.
Okay. Emunarati, if you can unmute yourself and give us a brief introduction about yourself. Okay. Yeah, Emunarati. We are not able to hear you clearly. Okay, there might be some technical glitch. And okay, last call for Suri to provide his introduction before we jump on to the three phases in preparing for an interview.
I think somebody did mention that they are traveling, so
Yeah, I think, yeah.
In the chat.
And then I think Yamuna was the one who mentioned it. Yeah, let me check. Oh, okay, yes. BCom final in Kanpur. Okay, his aspirations, he also is quite, I'm not sure. Yamuna is supposed to be a girl's name, but I'm not sure it's a he or a she. But her aspirations or his aspirations is already on the wall. She wants to become a bank employee. And I think the interview skills will actually help her in that. So let's get to the meat of our session today. So what are the things that we have to, well, there are three main things when you're talking about interview skills or the interviewee skills that needs to be cultivated when you where you become, what do you call, job ready or market ready for selling your skills. The first one is the pre-interview preparation. Focus on your introduction, very strong introduction. You have to make sure that you are telling confidently about what you want or what are your objectives or what are your expectations or what are your aspirations. Personally, I would tone it down, but professionally, so before you do and before you go ahead and do that, you basically apply for a job, you send out an email with your resume, and then after you get a interview call, your first job is to go and research the company that has asked you for an interview. If it is Microsoft, find out what are their products, what is their salary range in terms of for your negotiation skills, what are the probable questions that can be asked during those sessions or during the interview, and your resume or your talk should basically revolve around the job role that you have applied for. So for your pre-interview preparations, first thing is a deep understanding. The first point, get to know the company very deeply. And when I say very deeply, you should know when it was established, what is their current market capitalization in terms of the profits and other stuff, but also what are the products that they sell, how is the company doing, or what whether it is a product company or a service company. Do a complete research on it. And even if you are a fresher, it does not matter, but you have learned during your courses in your college, or you have gone through YouTube and have a good understanding of a subject. Focus on that. You have to speak, even if the interviewer asks, okay, you don't have that experience about this service or about this subject, you can still go ahead and pitch in that I know a lot. I know the basic foundational uh, working of the software, or for that matter, the subject. And you have to confidently tell that I can go ahead and make it more, even I can learn on the job and make it easier for you. And you should, when you're, the first thing is when you are introducing yourself, make it like a story. I was born here. These are the challenges that I faced as part of my school. This is the achievements. I got first rank in state, or I won a lot of debating contests, or for that matter, I wrote poems which was published. It does not have to be very high funda. What are the achievements from your personal perspective that can help your job role, or with help you in making sure that the interviewer has a very good understanding of your co-curricular activities. Nobody wants any resource or any person or a job seeker who is always stuck to office work. It will not help them in the long run, and they don't expect you to do it. So focus on also talking about co-curricular activities in terms of social work, in terms of traveling, in terms of understanding latest technologies. This will give them a very good impression about your mindset, to tell you the truth. And the fifth or the fourth main point, practice like there is no tomorrow. Practice like if you fail in this job interview, you will not get any other job. This is not to put you down. It's only to make sure that you are practicing your introduction, you're practicing your communication skills, you're practicing what you have learned. Or, basically, if you have failed in one interview, take the lessons that you have learned, practice it, what you can do better. I have personally done that. Can you believe it? Before I landed my third job, I had to go through 8 interviews. And every time it was the same thing. So it was 8 different feedbacks that I received. I nailed it on the uh, ninth job interview. What I did was the first interview that I failed, I did an insight, or I did a root cause analysis of what went wrong on my own way internally. And apart from that, I also asked the interviewer, what did I not do wrong, or what did I not do right? So when they give you that type of feedback, you have to focus on practicing it or making sure that that weakness is taken out of your scheme. So if you go to the second interview and you still have the same feedback coming that your communication skills, or you are not less confident in your responses, that basically means you have not learned the lesson. Learning lesson and putting it in practice is what will help you when you are facing an interview. And there are a lot and lots and lots of people who can help you out with mock interviews. They are supposed to be a gold mine. And to tell you the truth, if I a lot of people inadvertently, or without meaning it, they give you feedback about, okay, this did not go well, that did not go well, and all those stuff. So you have a huge what do you call circle of people with whom you can do mock interviews, or you prepare the questions yourself, and then you answer it based on what can be done better. And if you from my experience, what I can tell you is that the same question, if you are being asked 6 or 7 times, I'm sure you will have 7 different responses to those questions. So to make it standardized, to make you confident, is why we ask you to do a lots and lots and lots of mock interviews. If you get that mock interviews done, the next time you face anybody, you have the confidence to talk to them about anything about the job that you're seeking. So this is the pre-interview preparation that we will be focusing on. Know the company. Point number 1, know the company deeply. Second one, make sure that if you are a fresher, be aware of the latest technologies and match your skills according to it. Third one, your introduction or your interviews should basically be how you write a story, include your personal co-curricular activities and your achievements in your interviews or your introduction. And the main one, practice, practice, practice. If you don't get anybody, stand in front of the a mirror and do it. Or if you have access to your phone, just record the practice sessions. When you ask somebody else to review it or you listen to it yourself, you will know what is going wrong. Fifth one, main one, mock interviews. Again, this will add to the practice that I said as fourth point. The fifth point is mock interviews, mock interviews, mock interviews. The more, the better. So this is the pre-interview preparation that I would basically talk about. And when you are having the next phase is basically during the interview. First is,
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah,
You said practice is the best way. Like practice and mock interviews will help us. But
Yeah.
I personally believe if you are involved in working in such spheres, in some places where or some jobs, some works that we like. So we'll be so involved, so we'll read about that more and more, and that comes up the preparation that comes like you said that like know more about the company. So we'll
Yes.
eventually do that if we have more involvement. So
Yeah.
if we have more involvement, we don't have to actually prepare. We'll just have to go there and just have to talk. I personally believe that. So if you are so involved and so determined, why do we have to practice and prepare for that interviews?
See, the reason that I asked you to do is, would you want to be stuck in one role? Okay. I'm just taking an example of a teacher. You do your B.Ed, you join as a middle school teacher, but
Okay.
do you want to spend your whole life as a middle school teacher? Would that?
Not really.
Yes. But you have aspirations to become a high school teacher who teaches even class 12. So the progression from your middle school teacher to a high school teacher requires you to acquire some skills, right?
Yes, sir.
And the students in middle school will be different from the students in high school. High school students are a bit more demanding, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you are a middle school teacher and you go and teach high school students, I'm just asking you, what will be the first day experience of the teacher and the students?
Yeah, the students may think the teacher is so like she
She
don't know.
doesn't. Yes, she is not knowledgeable. She doesn't know what she's doing. And the first thing is, and then what happens? This has a ripple effect on the students. The students will stop taking you seriously. Even though you have improved, they'll stop taking you seriously. And
Uh,
when that happens, the student grades will go down, and your reputation as a high school teacher will also go down.
oh,
And you don't want to do that, right? That's the
yes, yes.
reason when you do a very thorough analysis of the company, of their products, of their services, the company will feel that, okay, if she doesn't know about this service in my company, she knows about the other one. I can fit him there. And once you are in the organization or in that company, you have a lot of opportunities to learn about the other services where you can become better. And your progression starts at that time. You become better, you have a lot more information about other services. So when you have the interview for your promotion there, it will help you a lot.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. So from that perspective, practice is important, the same as how you go ahead and research about the company that you're applying. Some people want to apply for Google, some for Microsoft, some for TCS, some for Tech Mahindra, or some for Infosys. Each one of those companies have got different products that they have. They are, some of them might be common, some of them might not be common. You can't prepare for Microsoft and go and give interview on Google talking about Microsoft. You will get kicked out in the first round itself, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason I asked. I basically asked. I'm mostly asking you to do a research on the company and practice what you want to say. And see. Honestly speaking, we are all humans. Whatever we do, whatever research that we do, when we go into an interview, 90% of what we have done will basically get evaporated, right?
Yes.
Agree, because of the fear, or you're nervous, this is the first interview, I don't know what to do, what is the expectation, and all that stuff. So how do you prevent that fear from coming up when you're doing your interview? Practice, practice, practice. And when you are practicing, You practice your mock interviews, you practice your introduction, you practice your gestures, you practice your body language, how to sit straight, how to talk straight, keep your posture straight, and how do you deliver your responses confidently. And that will not come by going and doing interviews again and again and again. Even before you go ahead and do an interview, do it with people who are not going to employ you. There are a lot of people within your family, or for that matter, your friends, who can actually help you do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Can I interrupt something? My thoughts on.
Sure.
Please, if you don't mind.
Sure, go ahead. No
Yeah,
problem.
thank you. You know, Sri, what happens is when when you're doing your say 10th standard exam, correct? You're studying, right now, Sri?
Yes, sir.
You're studying. So, you remember you studied in CBSE or ICSE or what?
The
Where?
state board, yeah.
State board. Okay. When you have the board exams in your 10th and 12th, the first thing when you go, when you're going for the exam, they'll keep saying that, you keep repeating the sums, mathematics. If you 10th standard when you're doing, you have maths as one of your subjects.
Yes, yes.
So they tell you that, you keep practicing again and again the sums so that, whichever angle they ask you that sum, you know what the sum is all about.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So only when you practice will you know, okay, if I say ABCD in this way or DCBA also the same thing. We're still talking about alphabets. So you get to only when you practice can you understand, when you know what to talk when the question is asked to you.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yes,
it's the
Okay.
same.
that's
It's
it.
the same thing that we want you also everybody to practice. It's not that it's not rocket science. It's just that you have to put a little bit of effort or time in trying to make yourself better. And see, and challenges will always be there, but there is always ways to overcome those challenges. If you are finding it difficult, if you're finding no way, there are people like us, like Justin sir or Arun sir or Kameshwari for that matter, who can guide you properly there. So, but that our guidance is only to make sure that we encourage you to be better. The practice has to be done from your side. And that's whatever it is, you practice, you do your research, you practice, you do your research, do mock interviews, speak, and there are a lot of you did mention about reading audiobooks or listening to audiobooks, right? But have you tried any audiobooks which has been read by a foreigner?
Yeah, yes, sir. It's on YouTube, like a
Okay.
British manual.
Yeah. So let me share my personal experience. Uh, Me and my wife actually are a fan of a lot of this fantasy audiobooks. Fantasy is where you have lots of magic, like J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter's and mysteries and other stuff. We generally prefer to listen to a lot of audible audiobooks, which is read by foreign, like at least the foreign audiobook readers. What it basically does is that it improves the pronunciation of your words. It improves the context of the sentences that you'll be using in your interviews. So focus on that also. If you hear, if you clearly listen, or if you deeply listen, clearly listen to what they are telling, what are those intonations and other stuff, your communication skills, half of them gets sorted out. So what you practice, I see that because of audiobooks, your diction in terms of the sentence completion or in terms of the words, intonations, and other stuff is good. I would want you to focus more also on that. Listen carefully and listen, and that will clearly help you as well.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have another question.
Yes, Shri.
So, what about those who don't know, like, who don't have any idea which company do we have to go to?
Okay.
Or they just want, like, most of us just want a job, a work. So, so while studying, some will apply for internships, or some will also, some after finishing their studies, even some BA MAs, they'll just want a job, that's all. So they don't have any dreams like getting into Google or Microsoft or something like that.
Yep.
So what about those? Will they have to research on something like?
Correct. See, it does not matter. That's what I said. What is the difference between a normal person, or sorry, an unemployed person and an employed person? One makes money, the other one doesn't make money. And why is the person who is employed making money? Because he had aspirations, he had goals in his life, right? And after some time, it's human tendency, Shri. Once you join a job, the next step is how do I make more money? How do I get promotions, right?
Yes,
Agree?
yes. Yes, sir.
So if people who don't have aspirations or who don't have goals or who are just joining or doing a job just because they have to earn, you see their promotions or their professional life is not very good because they're very happy with whatever they are getting. They're happy that, oh, this God has given me only this much. I'm happy with that. No, that should not be the case. Then how will you personally and professionally improve when your mindset here always keeps telling, I'm happy with what I have? And will India would have been such a fast developing country if all the people, Indian people, say that, oh, I've got 3 meals a day. My stomach is full. I get free electricity. I get free education and other stuff. If everybody is content, will the country progress? No, right?
No,
Yes.
no.
So there have to be some people who are, they need to have some professional goals. If they have professional goals, you don't have to say, I want to become a owner of a company, or I want to become somebody who is a manager and other stuff. The basic thing that we basic understand, you need to know is that I can't stand in one place all the time. I can't spend a room. I can't spend time in one role for a long time. So if you say that you are a level 1 operator and for moving to level 2, you need to update some skills. If you don't update, what will happen? You will have L1 operator level for the rest of your life. Probably you will retire also at the same level. But that's not how we prosper, right? Or we progress. You will, after L1, 1 or 2 years, you'll feel that, oh, this is getting boring. I want to do something new. So based on what you're doing new, what are you learning new? What are the things that comes professionally and financially that can improve if I move to L2? What are the things that I have to do? Those aspirations is very important. So if you are applying for a job just thinking that I want to make money, and if I get this job, this is done, I'm done with my life, that is not the way it should be.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Pooja, you have any question? There are two Poojas, in fact. Pooja?
One is me. I don't have a question.
Oh, I know you, Pooja. You can actually probably be my next or the clap session host as
That's
well.
so sweet of you. Go ahead.
Any other questions? I think, Justin, we should stop here because I think we spoke a lot, and I think I want to repeat it for the next session as well. The preparation part is very important for a lot of other clap session participants